social media by and large recently. Sometimes I'll go on to post something. I've talked about this a bit in other videos. But here's the deal. I still have an addiction to immediate gratification. To be completely honest, even though I love not having social media like on my phone, or I love like being deactivated for a while, whatever, I have found that I replace the time that I spent wasted on social media with other forms of instant gratification, which is kind of devastating to realize. Then I would go on dating apps a lot, and it kind of like became social media where I was like, I want someone to like me, I want someone to match with me, whatever. And then that's a whole conversation about letting how you feel about yourself rest in the hands of other people, like strangers on the internet, which I feel like is kind of what we've become accustomed to doing as a society. And it's so dangerous to let your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself, whatever, rest in anyone's hands other than your own. But that's another thing. That's another conversation. But then I would like go on Reddit a lot, and then I would go on like Pinterest a bit, or I'd spend a lot of time like watching YouTube videos, and I was like, oh my god, my brain is so conditioned to like need constant stimulation and constant, like, I don't even know how you would describe it, like instant gratification. That's literally it. When I first went off social media, I was like, became a complete bookworm, because I was already a reader, but I was like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go read my books. And so I did, and I read like 3 books in 1 week, which never happens for me. Like, never happens. Maybe twice a year does that happen. But then I kind of like fell back into the cycle of needing immediate gratification. And I don't even have a conclusion to this. It's just something I've been dealing with. I'm making cupcakes right now. It kind of turned into one big sheet, not sheet cake, because I don't know what that is, but it was a set. It was a gluten-free vegan pumpkin unicorn cupcake set. And there's a mix for the frosting, and there's a mix for the batter, or for like the actual cake part. I open it up, they're not labeled. And so I completely mixed them up. I went like based on just vibes. I was like, this one feels like, I feel like this one's the frosting. I screwed it up. So I don't know how those are gonna turn out. As long as I end up with something that tastes good, that would be pretty cool. That's kind of all I need, to be honest. Today is Thanksgiving as I'm filming this, which I've been thinking a lot about, like eating disorder recovery, and I'm thinking about the holidays and how it can be so difficult to eat sometimes. And I'm not gonna say anything triggering, but I'm just saying, like, huge kudos to everyone going through the holidays, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, whatever it is. There's so much that's centered around food, and that can be really difficult if you've struggled with that. Or maybe like being around people who comment on your body. I have found that, like, when I was coming home, I was thinking a lot about if how I look has changed, and I was feeling like I wanted to be, this is so silly and so like crazy for me to even be feeling, and then even crazy for me to be saying. So I felt like some kind of pressure that was coming completely from in me and no one else to like be pretty. Which, if you know me, you know I've struggled with that so much, and like feeling ugly and feeling like, I don't know, just awful, which can make filming difficult. When I edit videos of myself, I'm like, oh, or like the amount of times that I've like, I don't even want to talk about it. It's too vulnerable. You guys don't know me like that. Actually, you do, because I talk about stuff like this with everyone. Anyway, I've just been thinking. These are some thoughts that I've been having. And that's kind of all I got.